How confident are you that House Republicans are going to rally together and actually force the administration's hand in getting some real spending cuts, some real deficit reduction without caving on taxes once again?
I am confident and I'm hopeful. John Boehner has been a good speaker for our party and for the U.S. House over the last 2 years. He's been in a tough position, as the rest of the Republican House has been in. We're the opposition party. And when Harry Reid controls the Senate and Barack Obama is in the White House, there are probably not going to be big victories. But he has stated, both publicly as well as privately to the Republicans in the House, that we are done with any kind of tax increases. Mitch McConnell has said the same thing in the Senate as far as the Senate Republicans go.
Congressman, let me interrupt you. The Democrats are saying they're going on the Sunday shows. You have Jay Carney yesterday. We were playing audio earlier from him saying, we're not going to negotiate the debt ceiling, and any tax cuts have to be accompanied by or any spending cuts have to be accompanied by tax hikes. They're saying this is their marker, this is their line in the sand, and it seems as though since they got what they wanted in the fiscal cliff deal, what would make anything different this time around when we're dealing with continuing resolutions or debt ceiling debates or any other spending measures that has to get past the Congress?
One of the key differences here, Jason, is that in the fiscal cliff negotiations, taxes were going up on everyone. So I understand my peers who voted for the bill, even though I would not have voted for it. They were able to stop tax increases on most Americans, as well as to lock those rates in permanently. We don't have that kind of strange automatic law going into effect now. And as far as Barack Obama not being willing to negotiate on the debt ceiling, I find that somewhat rich, since the debt ceiling was increased 4 times when he was in the Senate. Once he voted against it, twice he couldn't even be troubled to show up because he was out campaigning.
But he said, Jay Carney has said, Congressman, over and over and over, he will not compromise on this issue. So if Republicans don't get what they want and we have a president digging in his heels, are you prepared to shut down the government?
I think we have to be. We have to be willing to draw the line and say that we have a debt crisis in this country that's caused by 2 simple facts. We spend too much and we have too little growth. And we have to adopt pro-growth policies, and we have to reduce the explosive deficit spending under the Obama administration to get the economy growing again to confront this debt crisis.
Because right now, to me, it's looking like, Congressman, it really is shaping up to look like the tractor scene in Footloose. Remember when Kevin Bacon was on the tractor and they were speeding towards each other, and you're thinking, who's, in that game of chicken, who's going to jump off the tractor first? I really hope Republicans sit their butts in the seat just like Kevin Bacon did, and don't get off. And if it means shutting down the government, they've got to do it. They can't blink this time.
Well, the only person in Washington who's talking about a default on our sovereign debt, Andrea, is Barack Obama. The Treasury Department has more than enough tax receipts on a monthly basis to pay the interest on our debt. It also has more than enough in tax receipts to pay Social Security and Medicare beneficiaries and soldiers fighting on the front lines and so forth.
Well, your colleague, Congressman, and Jerry Nadler, he's floating the idea of having the Treasury Department print $1 trillion coins in order to pay down the debt. So I guess we have a problem solved, don't we?
I don't think
so creative.
Printing money of any kind, much less $1 trillion coin, is the solution to our long-term economic woes. We need lower taxes and less regulations so people can start creating jobs where they need to be, which is in the private sector.
Well, thank you, Republican Congressman Tom Cotton, who Politico calls part of the Hell No caucus, which I really like, Congressman. We need somebody standing up saying no. And we appreciate your no vote on the fiscal cliff. Thanks for having a backbone. Thanks, more importantly, for joining us today. You can follow the Congressman on Twitter, @TomCotton. Thanks for joining us, Congressman.
Thank you.
Not just
All
no,
right.
hell no. I like
Hell no.
the Hell No caucus.
I like that. I wish more people would use those words in Washington, D.C. They're all just yes men. They seem to just be saying yes to keep their positions in power.